Hey everybody, and Happy New Year. And today I wanted to do a little experiment. So I'm sure maybe some of you have dented a rim while you were mountain biking. Well, today I'm going to basically mimic that exact same thing by going down some stairs at my house. So the goal here is to damage this rim so that I can fix it with the tools that I would bring along with me on either a day ride or a bike packing trip. Let's start experimenting. So these are the stairs I'm gonna go down, as you see. And we're gonna set the tire pressure here to roughly, I don't know, let's see what it's at now. I think it's at like 15. I already set it pretty low. 14.9, let's set it to 11. This is already a damaged rim, just to let you all know, so we're not ruining a new product. Nothing. All right, let's take out more tire pressure. 6.1. Oh yeah, nothing. All right, so let's take out more. 3.7. It's a burly rim. We're gonna ride down flat. Pretty wild. It's a good experiment. Holy Moses. I think the next thing we're gonna have to do is go to a softer rim. One more time. That failed. All right, so clearly that rim and tire combination didn't work, and we'll analyze this in a little bit. So I threw on a much lighter tire and a much softer rim, so we should be able to accomplish what we're looking to do here. Let's do it. So this rim was also damaged. I've got a mark right down here. All right, 5.4. That should work with this one. Whoa, trial. Now I can go down it with a little bit more power. I bottomed out. That's kind of impressive. Basically no tire pressure. All right, one last shot. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to take it to the mountain. Nothing. All right, let's try to go uphill real quick. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Oh, that worked. Right here. I'm gonna go up once more. Who would have thought? Oh, this is the best one right here. So that was fun, and it just goes to show that not all experiments go as planned. All right, so what did we learn here? Well, in this case, I think we learned that really durable rims and durable tires, they're not gonna budge. But extra weight and more durability just means that you're more than likely going to get through rougher terrain without any issue. This is a DT Swiss E532 rim paired with the Maxxis Dissector, but this comes with the double down sidewall protection, so it is super burly. This is made for just the most challenging, roughest terrain. It's a super heavy tire. So when I was going down the stairs, when I was pinching this rubber in between the rim and of course the staircase, well, it was protecting it. On the flip side of that, having a lighter rim, which usually means it's a little bit more soft, and of course having a lighter tire just means that that wheel set is more susceptible to damage. So the other thing we learned in this controlled setting of going down a staircase is, well, going downward and not actually having any jagged objects that kind of face upward that would go into the rim, more than likely is not going to damage the rim. But it wasn't until I was going uphill did I realize that that is actually putting more pressure and strain on the rim and tire combination. And that is when we successfully dented this softer rim. So what I'm gonna do now is pump this tire up and see if it holds air. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, then we're gonna put some tools to the test. I was surprised that the bead did not break on either side of this tire, especially riding it flat up and down the staircase a handful of times. All right, let's pump it up. All right, so I did get the tire to hold air, but I needed to make sure that basically there was sealant covering the whole dent when I was pumping up the tire. So it took a little bit of effort. But because these areas are a little bit more susceptible to, say, leaking sealant or burping, I am going to fix them with the tools that I would bring along with me on my bike trips. So there's two major issues with this rim. There's a standard dent, the one that I was trying to replicate in this experiment, but then there's this big flat spot up here. And this flat spot actually reduced the tension of these spokes. And realistically, I can probably ride on this rim for a little bit, but it's probably not going to last that long. So let's take the dent out of the rim. So the goal here, especially if we're doing this in the field, is to keep the tire tubeless. So what we're gonna do is ensure that we don't actually take the whole tire off the rim so that it can set up tubeless once we pump the tire back up. So what I'm gonna do is just take the tire pressure out, gently take the tire off the rim right around the dent, just like that. And now you can see the dent exposed. So just looking at the dent, it might have looked a little worse when I had the tire on it, but taking a look at it really doesn't look all that bad. And if it wasn't holding air, I definitely would have to fix it. But now since I took the tire off, I may as well fix it. So there's two things that I would use to fix it. First off, I always carry a Leatherman when I go bike packing. And sometimes I don't carry a Leatherman that is this big. Sometimes I carry a smaller one. So this would probably be the first thing that I would go to if I didn't have a specialty part. But if you haven't seen this yet, this is the wolf tooth accessory to the 8-bit pack pliers. And this thing is really cool because not only is it a tire lever, as you see, but it's also a rim dent remover. So it is actually meant for this exact thing, which is really cool. You can see the dent right here. And all you have to do is basically put the hook of the tool into the hook of the rim, like so. And then this bar rests against the outer side of the rim, and all you have to do is basically push outward, like this. And I'm not pushing too hard, I just want to bend it enough so that it's straight. And that looks pretty darn good, if you ask me. Pretty easy to fix a dent in a rim, especially with the right tools. The Leatherman definitely doesn't give you enough leverage because, well, it's just your strength versus the rim, which usually doesn't work out. But this wolf tooth rim dent remover, it's actually pretty sweet and it works really well. Now, obviously not all aluminum rims are the same, but I did use it on this DT Swiss rim and it obviously worked well on this WTB rim. So obviously this experiment didn't go as planned, but I still hope you took something away from it. And for me, I learned that aluminum rims, well, they're actually pretty strong. And when they're not, well, there actually are tools to fix them, tools that you can actually bring along with you. This thing weighs nothing. So if you have any comments or questions regarding this video, leave it in the comment section below. And if you have a story about denting a rim and fixing it, let us know below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, pedal further.